Afternoon quizzers, we are about to embark on another bumper quiz for you on this fine Sunday afternoon. A wee bit more chillier than of late, but hey, the weather's been absolutely spot on of late. Right, so as per usual, 5 rounds ahead of you folks, 5 rounds of 10 questions. A wee bit of a mixed bag in there today, and I would say this one's pretty not bad. Some rounds tougher than others, I would say. But if we're ready to get started, because we've got plenty to go on with today, plenty to go on with. We've also got, of course, our card game to come up later on, and yeah, loads to get through. So let's get the old questions set up on here. Do. Here we go. So have you all been well? Everybody keeping well out there on these phenomenal days that we've been having weather-wise of late. Let's see if this is coming through as good as I like. I like that. That's what I like to see. Good start there from the G. We are about to embark there. I've maybe made the screen a wee bit bigger than usual. My wee screen a bit bigger than usual. But we'll see how we get on there, folks. Okay. We'll see how we are. Oh, I didn't want that to happen. There we go. There we are. So as you can see, we are ready to get started. Our first round today. I'm just trying to make sure that all that is okay. Increase that a bit. There we are. Right. Okay. So, what is our first? We are starting off with a picture round. See, you forget sometimes when I do this, create this quiz, and I was working on some of it last night, in fact, it was the night before, and you then forget what it is that you've actually put on the rounds that you've worked on. So this picture round, geography, right? What this one will have is you're going to see the outline of a country. A world country, and you simply tell me what that country is. It's as simple as that, folks. Yep. So if you're ready, we'll get started with this round. Get your beers ready if you're drinking beer, or you get your wine, the port, or your wee gin, or your cup of tea, whatever your refreshment may be. Let's get started with picture number 1 of round 1. What country is that? What country is that? There we have it. Lovely. Beautiful. I'm more talking about the beer actually than the country itself. I don't get half in country outlines. No, I don't. Remember, you can pause this as we go and spend a bit of time looking at them. That's up to you. But that one, I think it's quite easy to get started off. Here is number 2. Number 2 there. Country is that? I think I've got 2 picture rounds up this week. Yes, there's 2. You'll see the one later on. I hope the thing is, I can't see if my wee face here, my wee screen is blocking out any of that. Might be. If it is, apologies, but you get the gist here. Okay, number 3 there of round 1. Might be a bit tougher, that one there. Aye, that could be. Now that I look at it, I think, God, that's... When I put it in, I went, oh, that's easy. But now when I think back on it, I thought, geez, well, that's quite tough. Oh, aye. Right, number 4. Just they are the right way up, just in case you think, oh, he's turned them the other way around to make it more difficult. I do have note that is the way it would be seen on the map. That's question 4 of round 1. Okay. Right, number 5. Oh, jeez. It's far too easy, Gary. Solidly. Again, some folk might not know. But looking at that and might be thinking, definitely looks like Iceland, that. Go for Iceland. Iceland. Okay. Here is number 6. I don't know what's happened there. That's blocked that up a wee bit. Oh, just that's a wee bit. That's just there we are. Just there we are. I know that's probably reduced the size, yeah, a wee bit. If you're watching this on your mobile phone or something, then obviously the picture quality isn't going to be as good. Or maybe the quality may be alright, but the size might be the problem. Okay, so that's number 6 there. Okay, how about number 7? How does that take your fancy there? Number 7 there. Quite boring actually looking just at these, isn't it? I'm just waiting for you to answer. Right, number 8. Oh. I threw a couple of wee balls in there. You have to do that. Has to be done. Okay, so that's number 8 there. Here is number 9. Thanks to Vector Stock there for providing that one for us. Sorry, I've not paid you yet. Checks in the post. Oh. No, there are no islands just in things. I don't see any countries beside again taking the outline of the country, so these countries may be landlocked, some of them. They may be an island, some of them. But they aren't all islands. No, not at all. Okay, so that's number 9, and here's your final one, number 10. Yeah. Looks like some sort of tool that you might use or something. Some sort of mad spanner. There you have it. Number 10. As I say, you can pause this or you can rewind it back and look back over any of them. Okay. Have a wee chat with your fellow teammates if you're playing along yourself there. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Hope you're alright. Okay, so that's the end of round 1, folks. We'll have a wee break just now. Before you play a wee bit of music, allow you to think over that. And if you want to submit your answers to me, you can certainly do that. But sorry, I'm sounding a bit rude there. But yeah, we've had quite a few people dying over the past few weeks. Not necessarily all about the coronavirus, of course. That's terrible, of course, terrible. But quite a few famous musicians, and so Little Richard yesterday. But earlier on in the week, we lost Florian Schneider, of course, one of the founding members of the great Kraftwerk. And here is Tour de France.
d'Azur et Saint-Tropez, Tour de France, Tour de France. Les Alpes et les Pyrénées, Tour de France, Tour de France. Dernière étape, Champs-Élysées, Tour de France, Tour de France. Galibier et Tourmalet, Tour de France, Tour de France. En danseuse jusqu'au sommet, Tour de France, Tour de France. Pédaler en grand braquet, Tour de France, Tour de France. Sprint final à l'arrivée, Tour de France, Tour de France.
The great Kraftwerk there. They were, of course, German. I was speaking French there, but that's a lot of your multicultural Europeans for you. They can speak several languages, unlike us half-wits over here, struggling to speak our own language. But yeah, superb track. It's a wee bit rude, that. So that was Tour de France, as I say, and let's get back to the old quiz only. So that was round one. Let's see what we've got coming up for round two. I'll say there's a wee notification there if you want to send your answer to me. You can do that via Messenger or WhatsApp. Remember, the answers will be given up later on in the programme. Right, okay, it's a connections round, folks. We all like a wee connections round. Well, the feedback suggests that you do. Each answer will lead to a connection, which will be question number 10. Okay, so a lovely wee connection. It's all general knowledge that's going to come your way in this round. So if you're ready, let's get your first question here. Question number 1 of round 2. Carol Smillie, Jenny Powell and Terry Seymour were all once assistants on which former ITV game show? Carol Smillie, Jenny Powell and Terry Seymour were all once assistants on which former ITV game show? So as I say, remember, questions, answers will be given later on, and those that submit their scores to me will, I will do a results board later on, and your scores will go up onto our leaderboard, which is calculating away there in the background. Okay, so that's question 1. Here is question number 2. In 1987, which London Underground station suffered from a serious fire which seen the deaths of 31 people? In 1987, which London Underground station suffered from a serious fire which seen the deaths of 31 people? A few folk there, as I say, passed away there. We had Little Richard yesterday as well. There's a wee clown in there next door. We had that. The guy who was not was. Remember that? Everybody walked the dinosaur. Open the door. There on the floor. He passed away. Aye, he did. There was somebody else, I think. Oh no, Brian May didn't pass away. He just ripped his arse, didn't he? Or he did somebody's arse. German, he was. Bizarre story. Okay, question number 3. Which fish is known in some parts of the world as broadbills? Which fish is known in some parts of the world as broadbills? Remember, it's a fish, not a bird. Some birds obviously are known as broadbills, but what fish is known in some parts of the world as broadbills? I don't know why that decided to disappear there. We've got to bring that back up. Try to run away there. Still getting used to this sort of technology, folks. Bear with me. Takes it. Okay, your next question. Question number 4. Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway were the two main stars in which 1968 heist movie? The remake in 1999 starred Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway were the two main stars in which 1968 heist movie? The remake in 1999 starred Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. Quizzed it or not, to be honest. Friday night, I did 2 quizzes. And the second quiz was a marathon, to be honest. I thought my quizzes were long. But Gary, no him, the Gary that did the quiz, Jesus. It was an epic, shall we say, on the scale of Gone with the Wind. Very drunk. Question number 5. Until 1997, which English football club played at Roker Park? Until 1997, which English football club played at Roker Park? We have got Sports Run coming up today, ladies and gentlemen. I know there will be a lot of swearing taking place, cursing. My name will be used in so many horrible ways that I don't want to envisage it. But it has to be done. But the good thing is, there'll be options to your answers. I'm not that tough. So even if you don't know your sports, you can have a wee guess. It's either A, B, or C. Yeah, folks. Question number 6 of this round. Sport related as well. Which actress was Tennessee's Andre Agassi briefly married to in the late 90s? Which actress was tennis ace? You see what I did? Tennis ace. Andre Agassi briefly married to in the late 90s. I actually probably didn't mean to do that. Like subconsciously, I put tennis ace now, like newspaper writers, headline writers. Sorry, they do wee type of things, and you got a very smart arse. But some editors can be a bit smart arsey. But yeah. Which actress was tennis ace Andre Agassi briefly married to in the late 90s? Okay, question number 7 of this round. Which former ITV talent show, which first appeared on TV in 1990, was based on the Dutch TV show Sound Mix Show? What shows in that question there, Gary? Which former ITV talent show, which first appeared on TV in 1990, was based on the Dutch TV show Sound Mix Show? Probably should have put in Dutch TV programme. Cut out in the shows there, Gary. Bad vocabulary. Terrible. Bad vocabulary. Disappointed in myself with that. Okay, question number 8, folks, is singer-songwriter Glenn Frey is best associated with being one of the vocalists with which American band? Singer-songwriter Glenn Frey is best associated with being one of the vocalists with which American band? Oh. Terrible. Neck, back. Oh, it's killing me. Just falling apart somewhere. It's the stress I think of doing these quizzes. It's like a second job. I'm enjoying it. Now that's going to be another 3 like 3 weeks more at least. It's not to say that the pubs are going to, you're probably going to be looking at, God knows when. It's going to be baby steps, they say. So the pubs will be the last thing on the agenda, won't they? It's going for a long time, folks. I'll be here if you want me to be. I'll be. The Vera Lynn quizzes. Question number 9. Which Thomas Harris novel was adapted into the 1986 movie Manhunter, starring Brian Cox? It was then remade in 2002, starring Edward Norton and Ralph Fiennes, and released under the book's title. Which Thomas Harris novel was adapted into the 1986 movie Manhunter, which starred Brian Cox? It was then remade in 2002, starring Edward Norton and Ralph Fiennes, and released under the book's title. I watched that one, the second one, the 2002 movie, the other night. It's nowhere as good as the Manhunter movie. Well, it was alright. There's some big stars in it, because what's his name is in it? Poor guy's died. He was in Talented Mr. Ripley. He's done a few things. What's his name? Oh, God, I need to look that up. Remember the last time I looked something up here, folks, it went horribly wrong. But Thingy's in it as well. What's his name? Oh, Gary, you're really, really, really terrible at it. Philip Seymour Hoffman, he's in it. And so is Emily Watts, another big name, and Harvey Keitel. That was who I was trying to think, Harvey Keitel. Right, question number 10. What is the connection? Okay, did I go through them all? Did I? Okay, so question number 10 there is simply, what is the connection? See me go by day quick round. Anyway. Okay, that's end of round 2, folks. Remember, as I say, you can submit your answers to me just now for that round, or wait and send them on a wire. If not, you're just playing at home, then of course the questions will be up. The answers, will be up later on. I have been missing you all lately, folks. I have.
social part, singing after dark. People think I'm crazy. Stuffing on my feet, shuffling to the street, asking people, what's the matter with you, boy?
Yeah, the great Rolling Stones there with Miss You. I really do, folks. I really do. Right, let's get back to the important business of the day, of course, which is the quiz. And as I said earlier, we do have a sports round, folks. But in this round, there is options to your answers. I'm going to give you 3 options there. And these are all sort of like sort of records of sports and things like that. We'll see as we go along. All right. So here is your first question of round 3. Which nation has scored the most goals in the history of the FIFA World Cup finals? So that's the actual tournament itself, not the qualifiers, the actual finals tournament. Is it A, West Germany, or Germany, as it went on to become, or what they were originally? B, Argentina, or C, Brazil? Which nation has scored the most goals in the history of the FIFA World Cup finals? A, West Germany / Germany, or B, Argentina, or C, Brazil? Feel a bit like Chris Tarrant here, although there was 4 options there, but yeah. Dun dun dun, bum bum. Could play that in the back. Dun dun. Bum bum. 4 lifelines. Ask the audience. Shout out your window. You can phone a friend. You can 50-50. Well, not really now. Or you can Google. Bum bum. Okay. Right, as I say, you can pause these if you wanted to obviously take a bit of time over them. Question number 2. Which nation has competed at the most Summer Olympic Games but as yet has never won a medal? Which nation has competed at the most Summer Olympic Games but as yet has never won a medal? Is it A, Monaco, B, Myanmar, or C, Malta? A, Monaco, B, Myanmar, or C, Malta? So they've never won a medal of any description, gold, silver, or bronze. And which of these 3 nations has competed at the most Olympic Games but never as yet won a medal? Bloody shame that, isn't it? I find a sport that are fucking good at. Maybe they are, maybe they're good at squash or something and they just never get the opportunity. No. Sport like, I don't know, skimming stones or something. That should be in the Olympics. I would watch that. Because you watch any side during the Olympics, didn't you? Oh, the Olympics are brilliant. Turn the morning on. I'm watching dressage. What the fuck are you doing? 8 in the morning. Just watching a horse trot around. So I love horses, you know that, but dressage, I take. Nah, don't like that. Good to the beach volleyball in, isn't it? Right, question 3. Which player has represented Europe at the Ryder Cup the most? Which player has represented Europe at the Ryder Cup the most? Is it A, Leo Westwood, B, Sergio Garcia, or C, Nick Faldo? Which player has represented Europe at the Ryder Cup the most? A, Lee Westwood, B, Sergio Garcia, or C, Nick Faldo? So that's actually it's not like played the most matches because you can represent Europe at one Ryder Cup and only play one game, like a single game. So that's one tournament, if you know what I'm saying. Been in the team the most, anyway. Okay. Question number 4. Which player has achieved the most maximum 147 breaks in professional tournaments in their career, throughout their career? Is it A, Stephen Hendry, B, John Higgins, or C, Ronnie O'Sullivan? Which player has achieved the most maximum 174 break 174? That's a fucking achievement if you can do that. Maximum 147 breaks in professional tournaments in their career. A, Stephen Hendry. See, of course, I've never done these sort of ABC shit before. It's totally thrown me off the rails here. A, Stephen Hendry, B, John Higgins, or C, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Let's go on to all this. I need to a pub. What do I do? Right. Question number 5. Which batsman has the most career runs in Test cricket history? That's Test cricket. Is it A, Ricky Ponting, B, Sachin Tendulkar, or C, Jacques Kallis? Which batsman has the most career runs in Test cricket history? A, Ricky Ponting, B, Sachin Tendulkar, or C, Jacques Kallis? You get my thermometer out. The hot flush, I think. Menopause. Question number 6. Which female tennis player has won the most Grand Slam titles to date? Is it A, Margaret Court, B, Serena Williams, or C, Steffi Graf? Which female tennis player has won the most Grand Slam titles? A, Margaret Court, B, Serena Williams, or C, Steffi Graf? So Margaret Court, she was the person that they named the tennis court after. Did you know that? True story, that. Steffi Graf had the Telegraph named after. Well, way back in history. My great granddad founded that newspaper. Question 7. Which rugby player has scored the most points in 5/6 Nations Championship history? Which rugby union player, has scored the most points in 5/6 Nations Championship history? Is it A, Chris Patterson, B, Johnny Wilkinson, or C, Ronan O'Gara? Which rugby union player has scored the most points in 5/6 Nations Championship history? A, Chris Patterson, B, Johnny Wilkinson, or C, Ronan O'Gara? Still we finish off the Six Nations for this year. We're still finish off a lot of things. What do you make of that shit show that is Scottish football to do as well? I'll no go in here. Oh, fucking hell, that's how bad I feel that I'm just throwing my pen at the fucking bastard. I have a statement to make on it. I've enough of all that in me. I'm just sick of it. Fed up with all counterclaims, allegations, bullying. That just happens in my house. Right, question number 8. Who is Britain's most successful female Olympian? Is it A, Laura Kenny from cycling, that's track cycling, B, Kelly Holmes from the old athletics, or C, Charlotte Dujardin from equestrian? That was what I was talking about earlier, seeing all that dressage nonsense. Who is Britain's most successful female Olympian? A, Laura Kenny from the old cycling, I don't know why International Sign Language for cycling. B. Kelly Holmes. Or C. Charlotte Dujardin. Dujardin. Could they be a wee fan or something in here? Absolutely. I don't know why it was called, did they win it? Right, question number 9. Who was the first non-Old Firm player to be top scorer in Scotland's top division since Tommy Coyne at why has it done that? At Motherwell in 1995. We can change it. There we are. Lovely. See how you can do that while you're still playing the game. Was it A. Adam Rooney at Aberdeen, B. Michael Higdon at Motherwell, or C. Liam Boyce at Ross County? Who was the first non-Old Firm player to be top scorer in Scotland's top division since Tommy Coyne at Motherwell in 1995? A. Adam Rooney, B. Michael Higdon, or C. Liam Boyce? I miss the Euros though. I miss that this summer. I miss it, and I probably will. I miss the big now, like Wimbledon. I always enjoyed Wimbledon. You know what I mean? Just the atmosphere, the buzz of it all. Watching players like you've never really heard of in your life, but you know, that once a year spectacle when you actually give a shit about the sport. Okie dokie. Right, question number 10, your final one of the sports round. Who was the first to achieve a televised 9-dart finish? Was it A. Eric Bristol, B. John Lowe, or C. Paul Lim? Who was the first to achieve a televised 9-dart finish? A. Eric Bristol, B. John Lowe, or C. Paul Lim? Oh, darts. Shite at darts, I must admit. My dad was a good darts player, but I certainly didn't fucking shocking at darts. Shocking at darts. Sorry, mate. Nearly took your eye out there. Damn. Right, okay, so that's the end of the round 3. I don't need to see everything that's all there on your screen. You want to do all that palaver. I will be back with your next round and a wee memento. Let's get back to the music. And it really has been all big. Like a wee classic here. This is certainly one of them. piano lessons did come in useful eventually. They did. Phenomenal. We're having big fun, of course. You don't need to have a crowd to have a party, of course. Well, we haven't of lately, if you know, apart from those few that are actually, not adhering to the social distancing rules and just going, yeah, let's go for it. Which sort of think in the end, it's probably just not going to end that well in the sense that it'll just keep going on in it. It's just like, somebody like me, Nicola's not having it. She's like, no, you're fine. Boris is a bit more like, I just want to go out, man. I just want to let you all out, party. Don't know what to make it like. Anyway, we will move on now, folks. Inner City there, as I say, big fun. One of the classics. Right, another picture round for you, folks, for round number 4, and it is famous couples. 20 points up here for grabs, folks. I want you to name both people in this couple, and I want first and second names for a point for each. So if you know one of them, you get a point, but bonus if you know the two of them, because you'll get 2 points. So as I say, that makes it 20 points up for grabs. Use your pause button as we go, folks, because here is number 1. Here's couple number 1. Who are they? In fact, when I say first and second name, that might be a way for the female here. There's only one name she was known by. And I'll just have to accept that, really. Just had a wee moment there, sorry. I'm thinking about him. The world really has went to shit since his death. And I know I might be giving away the answer by saying that, but it's true. He got out of fucking Dodge City. He got out of Dodge when I was about to kick out. Remember Dodge City? Used to be a DIY store near Dartmouth. Right, number 2. Who are they? These photos were taken before social distancing was in place. Now they ought to come out that shite in the telly. Now we're going to go back and watch a rerun of Dad's Army. Please be aware that this programme was filmed before social distancing was implemented. Number 3. Famous couples. She's scary, actually. She's scaring me. He's giving you that look of, he's alright. He's alright, this guy. She's got, no, I don't think so. But she's got that beast. He's maybe alright, but I wouldn't trust him. I'm getting a hold of my drink. Remember, you can pause. Question 4. Picture 4. He was a bigger player though, wasn't he? God, I could have picked anybody with him. But your card, wouldn't you? You cheeky wee thingy, wouldn't you? Okay, here is number 5. It's our final music round to end us off tonight, folks, and I'm going to add in something. You might, I think this is maybe why I've been sweating. Oh, sorry, that one's disappeared there. I do apologise. That's why I think I've been sweating all about this. Worrying about it. Just worry about things. Right, number 6. Who's that couple? Because I'm trying out something a bit different here with regards to the music. Let's see how it works out. She's the same. One on the left, good guy. One on the right going, no, no, I don't think so. Don't like him. Mm, Okay, number 7. Have that one. The sad thing is, it's no Halloween party that they've turned up for. No. You turn up at the door, you open the door at a party and they turn up the stun and you go, oh fuck, I thought they wouldn't come. Shit. Now I've invited them just because I thought I need you. I don't know, come. No, he never goes out. She doesn't allow him. Bing bong. That'll be Jimmy and Lisa. Jimmy and Lisa. No brought a carry out or nothing. See, that's the type of people. I'm sure they're actually really nice, but you get that impression, didn't you? Number 8. Oh, classic. That's a catalogue pose, isn't it? That's quite catalogish. That's the ones when if they turn up at the party, you go, oh fuck, he's just going to take attention. He's going to take attention on night. Fuck him. Everybody. He's that type of guy. They're the type of guy he'll good at everything, you know what I mean? No matter what you do, you'll be good at it. You know he will be, when you game of cards, fucking beat you. Well, he was good at cards, wasn't he? Game of pool, well, he was that good at that as well, wasn't he? Driving fast, good at that. He was good at that. Well, no, it wasn't him. I've got the wrong person there. See, you always get them all mixed up, don't you? Yes, one of the guys, fucking architecture and all that. Be good at that. Well, mind you, made a fuck up at that, didn't he? So. Number 9. Looks like they've been to a few parties by the time they've turned up to yours. Yeah. Just sit here and do your hair, honey. That's very kind of you, isn't it? Nice guy. Nice fella. Nice fella. And here's your last one, number 10. Oh. Sorry, it's not that type of party. May leave. What do you mean? You may swim though, would you? Just come in. He'll knock your door down, wouldn't he? If you don't let him in. Sorry, what was your name? Why have you got that axe? I'll let you in. Sorry, you've not bought a drink, it's fine. See that fake barrier there, that guy over there will get you a drink. Remember that scene? You'll get your bourbon. Bourbon and coke, that's what you want to go for it, mate. Go for it. Right. Okay, so that's ending at round 4. I've just got one more round to go, folks, after this. Yeah, it's been half, yeah. Right, let's get back to the music then. And what about this? A bit of the Clash. Straight to hell, folks. Who? Me? Not heard much of this song at times by the Clash. Hear a lot more of it, more different songs. This is
How's about a British jig and reel? Speaking King's English in quotation, as railhead towns feel the steel mills rust, water froze in the generation. Clear as winter ice, this is your paradise. There ain't no need for ya, there ain't no need for ya. Go straight to hell, boys. Go straight to hell, boys. Wanna join in a chorus of the Amerasian blues when it's Christmas out in Ho Chi Minh City. Kiddies say, Papa, 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 Papa Sam, take me home. See me got photograph of you and
So a bit of a clash with Straight to Hell. Straight to Hell. Right, now we have quite just get that prepped up ready for action. Right, your final round is music, folks. And the premise of this round, we're going to listen to a bit of music. Yes, we are, folks. I'm going to show you the question first, because what will happen is the question will disappear when I play the music, but I'll bring the question back up during the music. It's just one of those things. I can't do two things at one time on this sort of thing. So we'll need to be a bit of time on this bit, so bear with us. So I'll show you the question, and then, in fact, I'll play the tune first. You'll see the question up there. I'll read it out first. Anyway, let's get to it, and we'll see it. So, question number one will be, name the act playing, okay? And for a bonus point, you're going to get bonus points right throughout here, folks. So another round where you can get 20 points. Name the act playing for a bonus point, which act sampled this track for a #1 hit single in 1988. Okay, so name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which act sampled this track for a #1 hit in 1988. Okay, so here it is. Nisha Zaman. So you got the gist of it, folks? Gist of that, okay? So we're looking for the name of the act that was playing there. Not looking for the song, just the act, okay? And again, with the bonus point, looking for the act that sampled this track for a #1 hit in the UK singles charts in 1988. Again, just looking for the act, not the name of the song. Okay, number two, along the same lines, folk, you're going to hear, name the act that you're going to hear playing, and for a bonus point, which dance act sampled this and had a top 5 hit in 1995. So name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which dance act sampled this and had a top 5 hit in 1995. Okay, here we go. are indeed, sir. Right, so there, we're looking for the act that was playing there. And for a bonus point, which dance act sampled this and had a top 5 hit in 1995? Okay, we're looking for the acts. This is going to be the same way all the way through this round, folks. Question number 3. Name the act playing again, and for a bonus point, which band sampled this and reached number 2 in the charts in 2001? Again, name the act playing for a bonus point, and which band sampled this and reached number 2 in the charts in 2001? I think this is quite a fair round in some respects, because you're hearing songs that samples were used from which are a little bit older. So maybe users that are a little bit older will get that act, whereas the newer generation, the younger generation as such, might get the bonus point question. Okay, and users that are very good at music might get both. Okay, that's the point of a music round. All right, so this is question number 3. Here we go.
Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. And the days go by like a strand in the wind, in the web that is round. I begin again. Say to my friend, baby.
Okay. So as I say there, name the act that you heard playing there. Now the act could be a band, it could be just a solo artist. Okay, so just name the act playing. And for a bonus point, which band sampled that part of that track and reached number 2 in the charts in 2001? Okay. Right, question number 4. Again, name the act that you're going to hear. And for a bonus point, which band sampled this and had a top 20 hit in 2001? So again, name the act that you're going to hear playing. Looking for the act, not the song. And for a bonus point, which band sampled this and had a top 20 hit in 2001?
Well, she was an American girl, raised on promises. She couldn't.
Yeah. Okay. Could play a lot more because some of these songs are good, of course, but we've not got the time, folks. Okay, so again, name who there's at playing, what was the name of the act there, and for a bonus point, which band sampled this and had a top 20 hit in 2001? They kind of sampled it in a sense that they played, they just played that whole intro for their song. Yeah. Okay, number 5. Again, name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which female singer sampled this for a number 1 hit single in 2005? Again, name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which female singer sampled this for a number 1 hit in 2005? But it fast forward. that there is the most important part of that in terms of the sample. All right, okay. So who was the act playing there, which was quite obvious, I would hope. But which female singer sampled this for a #1 hit single in the UK charts in 2005? Right, number 6, again, name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which hip-hop act sampled this and had a top 5 hit in 1991? Name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which hip-hop act sampled this and had a top 5 hit in 1991? When I say hits, they are in relation to the UK singles charts, okay?
So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams.
Bit of a new romantic at heart there, yeah. Okay, so what was the act that was playing there? And for a bonus point, which hip-hop act sampled this and had a top 5 hit in 1991? Right, number 7, hope you've got to grips with what the purpose of this round is. Again, name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which rapper / actor sampled this hit to have a top 30 hit themselves in 1993? Name the act that you're going to hear playing, and for a bonus point, which rapper / actor sampled this hit to have a top 30 hit in 1993? Yes, here we go.
Are we really sure? Can a love that lasted for so long still endure? Do I really care? Hey, let's talk about the distractions going on elsewhere.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love that. It's a lovely track, lovely track. So who was that act that you heard there? Okay, who was that act that you heard playing? And for a bonus point, which rapper / actor sampled this hit to have a top 30 hit himself in 1993? Number 8, again, name the act that you're going to hear playing, and for a bonus point, which groundbreaking hip-hop band sampled this to have a top 5 hit in 1979? Okay, name the act you're going to hear playing, and for a bonus point, which groundbreaking hip-hop band sampled this to have a top 5 hit in 1979? 79, Gary, 79.
Good times, these are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Good times, these are the good times. Our new state of mind.
Okay, you got the gist of that one, didn't you? Yeah. Act that was playing there, and for a bonus point, which groundbreaking hip-hop band sampled this to have a top 5 hit in 1979? Yeah, we're getting there, folks, aren't we? Oh. Okay, question 9. Name the act again that you only hear playing, and for a bonus point, which female vocalist sampled this for a top 5 hit in 1995? Okay, again, name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which female vocalist sampled this for a top 5 hit in 1995? Here we go. Man with a beer, gonna get a beer.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun.
I love the original there. It's such a quirky, great wee tune and a great wee band. They had a couple of wee quirky numbers, that band. Anyway, so again, name the actor. Well, I've said to you, it's a band playing. And for a bonus point, which female vocalist sampled that for a top 5 hit in 1995? And your final question of this music round. Again, name the act playing. And for a bonus point, which hip hop band sampled this and had a top 20 hit in 1989? Okay, name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which hip hop band sampled this and had a top 20 hit in 1985? Here we go.
I seen your picture, your name in lights above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true. So won't you smile for the camera? I know they're gonna love it. Beg. I like your pin shot. I keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue. It sure looks good on you.
Okay there. Right, so that was your final question of that round. Name the act playing, and for a bonus point, which hip hop band sampled that and had a top 20 hit in 1989? Okay, you can rewind it back and listen to them again, pause and do what you need to do, folks. You've got plenty of time to do that. But that is the end of the quiz. Yes, it is, folks. So we'll have a wee break here and we'll get back to you. So it's your time now to submit your answers to me if you haven't already done so. For each round, you can all send them out now as a winner, and I'll type through that as I do at the bottom of my heart. And, you know, the dedication that I show to this. And we will get you, if you're just playing along at home and don't want to submit your answers and just waiting to see how well you've done to mark them off yourself, we will get those answers to you soon. But coming up next is our card game, and I will tell you who is in with a chance to win an extra 2 points or 3 points onto our last week's score. Okay, but in the meantime, let's get back to some music. And let's have a bit of this. I like this song. NZCA Lines. This is called Two Hats. From the great album Infinite Summer.
Two hearts beat together.
Octopus. Oh, that's Three Hearts.
In the storm, too far from each other, too late to be alone. If there's a part of you giving it all to me, giving it all to me, giving it all. If there's a part of you giving it all to me, giving it all to me,
Then don't tell me we're lost, 'cause I've been waiting for you.
Two hearts beat together, cut loose. We carry you too far. Show me where love's gone. And now it doesn't hurt. Giving it all to me, giving it all to me, giving it all. There's if on you, giving it all to me, giving it all to me.
Just don't tell me we're lost, 'cause I've been waiting for you. Don't tell me we're lost, 'cause I've been waiting for you tonight. Just don't tell me we're lost, 'cause I've been waiting for you. 'Cause I've been waiting.
I do like that song. It's a lovely wee song. I do. I like NZCA. Well, of course I like the song because I've played it. NZCA lines are Zuckerless lines with two hearts. Two hearts there, yes. Right, okie dokie, folks. It is now time for the bonus points card game. And this week, let's see what our numbers are here. Okay, so this is the winning team last week was Gillian, Susan, Christine, Dom, John, and Peter. So you are not in for the points. You did win it last week, mind you. So, right. Easy. I seem to have given you a wee boost now, because you have done well in the quiz since. Right, okay. Teams, looking out for your numbers this week. 5 are Skull, you will be 2. 3 will be Doogie. 4 will be Jim, Tracy, Margaret and Andy. 5 will be Stephen and Marie. 6 will be Sid and Wendy. 7 will be Davy Graham. 8 will be Mary and Jerry. Is that 8? Yeah, that's 8. 9 will be Auntie Joan. I need to call her Auntie Joan. 10 will be Mark, Gregor, Gary and Andy. Jack will be John McMenemy. John. Jack for John. And my granny used to always call that John. That's weird, isn't it? And the Queen will be Queen Sandy. Not Sandy from Greece. We made Sandy. Right, okay. So, remember, folks, the premise of the game. Oh, no, yeah, Gary, you've got to draw the fucking thingy first. How about we actually do the games? Right, here and do that. Oh, it's so up to you. What you do in the heart. I don't know why I'm singing such, right? Right, and the number is that, which is 6, which is Sid and Wendy. Well done, Sid and Wendy. I think you have won it before. Well, you have been drawn out before, but I don't think he's actually won it. I think he's not. Sid, I think, gave me a bit of abuse online about that. I remember these things, so I couldn't sleep that night. It's awful worried about it. But when you delivered that curry sauce, I knew that you'd obviously no fun it with me. Right, let's hope that you do well this time, Sid and Wendy. Loyal supporters of the quiz. Absolute loyal. If you look up the word loyalist. No, don't look up the word loyal. If you look up the word loyalist, you won't see Sid's name there. Now, if you look up loyal, then you'll see Sid there. Sid and Wendy. Loyal to the quiz. Right, okay. What we see here is if it is cards of the same suit, you'll get 2 points. If it's the same number, you'll get 3 points. So here we go. It's the Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds. Just pause there. If it's another diamond, you get 2 points. If it's another queen, you get 3 points. And it's A heart. Oh. Expect more abuse too. Sorry there. What was the next card I hear you called? 8 of heart. Oh, Jesus, suffering Christ. Yeah, I think that happened the last time as well, didn't it? Sorry. Anyway, we'll move swiftly on. We'll get to those answers in a moment. Just stay on standby for a moment, please.
Would you
I'm awake, my shade.
stay on standby? Because I need another alibi. In the wrong place at the wrong time. Could you talk a fine rhyme? I need to know that I'll be fine. Bulletproof. It's like I've never been born. We conceive in the alleyways. It's like I've never been born. We believe in other ways that you do, and you did. And there's proof that we did wrong tonight. Could you sense a tragedy? Because I saw it on the BBC. There's a panel on that channel. Could you walk a narrow line? I need to.
Shed 7 there with some basic lyrics there. There's a panel on the channel. Of course there's a wee panel on the channel there, lads. But yeah, they were a great wee band of their time. I liked the old Shed 7. I did. They were good. They were good. Right, okay, let's get this moving ahead. I should have there with answers will be coming soon. That was meant to be the one. I should have put that up when Shed 7 were playing, because the answers are actually going to come now, folks. So if you're ready, let's get those answers to you. Remember way back then, we did the geography one, aye. And there was what was the country outlines. So I'm not going to bring up the pictures again. I'm not going all the way back. But so number 1 was New Zealand. Number 1 was New Zealand. Do you remember that one? Yep. 2 was Canada. Canada. You can go back yourselves and look at them if you don't believe me. Right. 2 was Canada. Number 3 was Brazil. Brazil. 4 was Norway. Number 5 was Italy. That was quite self-explanatory. That was obvious. Number 6, India. India. Number 7 was Spain. España. 8 was Cyprus, which actually appears on the flag, of the Cypriot flag, yes. 9 was Chile. Chile, that wee long narrow country down there in South America. And 10 that looked like some sort of weird spanner, maybe, was South Africa. South Africa. Yeah. Okay. Round number 2 was general knowledge. Carol Smiley, Jenny Powell, and Terry Seymour were all once assistants in One Watch, former ITV game show. That was Wheel of Fortune. There is a connection here, folks. You probably watch your way through, didn't you? Anyway, in 1987, which London, I do read them out because there may be blind people playing the quiz. No follow that through, Karen, because you do have 2 picture rounds in this. Okay, but I'll read them out anyway. In 1987, which London Underground station suffered from a serious fire, which seen the deaths of 31 people? That is King's Cross. Question 3, which fish is known in some parts of the world as broadbills? That is a swordfish. Swordfish there. 4, Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway were 2 main stars in which 1968 heist movie? The remake in 1999 starred Pierce Brosnan and Rennie Russo. That was the Thomas Crown affair. Question 5, until 1997, which English football club played at Roker Park? That is Sunderland. Sunderland, who now play, of course, at the Stadium of Light. Question 6, which actress was Tennessee's Andre Agassi briefly married to in the late 90s? That was Brooke Shields. Question 7, Which former ITV talent show, which first appeared on the TV screens in 1990, was based on the Dutch TV show Sound Mix Show? That was Stars in Their Eyes. Yes, it was. Number 8, singer-songwriter Glenn Frey is best associated with being one of the vocalists of which American band? That is the Eagles. The Eagles. Number 9, which Thomas Harris novel was adapted into the 1986 movie Manhunter, starring Brian Cox, and there was another follow-up. And I've not put in the answer there. That was pretty silly of me. I'll just do that now. It was Red Dragon, of course. There we are. There we are. Oh, it's difficult. So, yeah, what was the connection there? Well, the connection were symbols which appear on flags, national flags. Wheel, which appears on the Indian flag. Cross appears on many flags. A sword, that appears on flags like Saudi Arabia and so on. A crown appears on flags such as Liechtenstein, I think it's got a sword, a crown on it. The sun, well, sun appears on many flags, such as the Sun of May in Uruguay and Argentina and so on, and the rising sun of Japan. A shield appears on the flag of, I think, Kenya has a shield, doesn't it? Star appears on loads of flags. An eagle appears on flags such as Mexico and so on. And a dragon appears on the flag of Wales, of course. But I also think Brunei, Bhutan is it? Maybe has a dragon as well. Yeah. So plenty of wee ones there. Right. Round 3 was your sporting answers. Which nation has scored most goals in the history of the FIFA World Cup finals? The answer there was C, Brazil, who have scored 229 so far. Question 2, which nation has competed at the most Summer Olympic Games but as yet has not won a medal? The answer was A, Monaco. They've competed at 20 Summer Olympics and yet to win a medal. Poor souls. Well, rich people anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? Which player has represented Europe at the Ryder Cup the most? That is C, Nick Faldo, 11 times. Question 4, which player has achieved the most maximums in snooker in the professional tournaments? That is C, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 15 in total. I think that one we all knew it was all Ronnie. Question 5, which batsman has the most career runs in Test cricket history? That is a great Indian batsman, or was a great Indian batsman. He's now retired. B, Sachin Tendulkar. Tendulkar, brilliant name, love it. He's got 15,921 runs. I've done there steps and I've done there steps in that the day. Question 6, which female tennis player has won the most Grand Slam titles to date? It is A, Margaret Court, Australian one, yeah. 7, which rugby union player has scored the most points in 5/6 Nations Championship history? That is C, the Irishman Ronan O'Gara, who has scored 557. Well done, mate. Question 8, who is Britain's most successful female Olympian? The answer there was A, Laura Kenny, the old cyclist. She's won 4 gold medals. Good on you, lassie. Question 9, who was the first non-Old Firm player to be top goalscorer in Scotland's top division since Tommy Coyne at Motherwell in 1995? The answer there was another Motherwell player. That was Michael Higdon, B, Michael Higdon in 2012-13 season. The others followed, Rooney and Boyce. And question 10, who was the first to achieve a televised 9-dart finish? That was John Lowe at the 1984 World Match Play. 1984 World Match Play again. I think it was against Keith Deller. You can see it on YouTube. Paul Lim was the first to do it in the World Championships. And Eric Bristol, as far as I'm aware, has never achieved a televised 9-dart finish. There you go. Right, your next round was famous couples. They were, number 1 was David Bowie and Iman, the model and actress. She was in that film No Way Out, which was one of the answers of last week's quiz. Question 2, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. There. Number 3 was Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Number 4, Warren Beatty and Diane Keaton. 5 was Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher. 6 was Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. 7, Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter. 8, Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. 9, James Taylor and Carly Simon. and 10 was Jack Nicholson and Angelica Houston. Right, your music answers. I'll play you some of these ones. The first one you heard was, right, you heard Rolls Royce.
And enjoy this trip. Enjoy this trip. And it is a trip.
And Steam from S Express. S Express sampled that one, okay? The next one you're going to hear, Chicago was the answer. So Chicago was the answer to the artist you originally heard, the Street Player, and that was the Bucketheads. The Bucketheads. There was the sampler. Right, the next one you heard was Stevie Nicks. Remember Stevie Nicks? This was the sampled one.
Kelly, can you handle this? Michelle, can you handle this? Beyonce, can you handle this? I don't think they can handle this.
Bootylicious there by Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child sampled it. I'll bring up the answers so you can. I'll let you read through them, so you've got them all there. The next one, question 4. You heard Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, of course, with American Girl, and this band used it as their start. Yes, they did. Yes, the Strokes there with Last Night, who used that one. Right, number 5, of course, what you heard was ABBA with Gimme Gimme Gimme, and this person sampled it. One of the most famous singers in the world.
Time goes by,
I'll just
goes by.
That is, of course, Madonna. Madonna there with Hung Up. That is Madonna. Yeah, okay. Right, the question 6, you heard, of course, Spandau Ballet with True. And this was an artist that suffered it. Suffered it? Ampled it.
Baby, you send me Baby, you send me Set adrift on memory bliss of you. The camera pans a cocktail glass.
That was, of course, I was a big PM Dawn fan. Wasn't really myself, but anyway, that was the answer, PM Dawn. Right, the next one, question number 7. We heard the Isley Brothers, of course. Isley Brothers with Footsteps in the Dark. Footsteps in the Dark. And this was the rapper who sampled it.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small.
Ice Cube there. Ice Cube with It Was a Good Day. Yeah, Ice Cube was your answer for the bonus point there. Right, question number 8 you heard was Chic and Good Time. Chic was your answer for the first part. And this was who sampled it.
I said the hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, and the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta.
Of course, you hear the Chic's Good Times kicking in there, but that, of course, there was the Sugar Hill Gang with Rapper's Delight. Right, after that, question number 9, you heard the Tom Tom Club. Tom Tom Club was your answer there with Genius of Love, and this female vocalist sampled it for her hit. Yeah, it's like to go, whoa, that was. Yeah, Mariah Carey there with the song Fantasy, of course, Fantasy. Yes, it was. Right, and your final question, number 10, you heard Steely Dan with Peg, and this was sampled by this band.
Greetings, girl, and welcome to my world of phrasing right up to bat. It's the daisy age, and you're about to walk top stage, so wipe your lottos on the mat. Hip-hop love this is, and don't mind when I quiz your involvements before the sun. But clear your court, cause this a one-man sport, and who's better for this than plug one? Don't have to worry about me squashing other deals, cause they've already been squished. Freeze the frame of our moves the same, wish we can continue right behind the bush. You'll stay with me, I know this, but not because of all my earthly treasures, or regardless to the fact that I'm past the noose, but because I love you better.
Absolutely brilliant. That, of course, was De La Soul with I Know was the name of the song there. Okay, as I say, there is your answers there. You can pause it just to get a fair idea of it again. And tally up your points there, and just, as I say, pause that there, and that will be you. Okay, I hope you like that wee music round the way that I did that. Sampling is something that goes on in music. If people don't know it, funnily enough, I was listening to Off the Ball last night, and Tam McManus was on it, the former Hibs player, and he was played a tune, and he fell into the trap of thinking that it was Candy Staton, remember the Candy Staton Great song, when it was the original, which was Frankie Knuckles and Your Love, and he just completely he couldn't believe that he got it wrong, because he assumed that was that wasn't a sample. He thought that was the song, but a DJ put the Candy Staton song and the Frankie Knuckles song over each other. Happens with a lot of tracks that some people just don't realise. But anyway, that was your one there. If I'd known that, I could have put that one in there, but I don't know. Okay, right, so folks, that is the end of your quiz for tonight. Wednesday night's quiz at 8 o'clock will be a quiz all about the telly, all about TV. TV quiz. We have had a TV theme tune quiz a few weeks back, but this one will be just questions. We're not going to be doing any theme tunes, so it will be just questions, stuff to do with sitcoms, soap operas and stuff like that. So tune in for that if you're interested. Good to have you. If not, I'll be back again same time next week at 4 o'clock with another bumper quiz for you. And for the moment, my lovely friends,
Now I'd like to say goodbye to all my fellow friends. And if you like this shit on here, I'll see your ass again.
I love you all. Keep safe, quizzers. Good night.